Hi everybody, I'm Captain Floofers.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And welcome back to more Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening Hero Mode on the Switch.
Woo!
And despite the fact that I am wearing the same shirt as last time, this is actually a week later, so you don't have to worry about that.
I pointed it out, I'm sorry. Now I feel like an asshole.
It's alright.
I actually wore... go ahead.
Yeah, when we last left off, we were heading back up Tall Mountain Range so that we could get to Eagle's Tower, but we also have to get the bird key in the meantime, which is why we have the Flying Rooster here with us.
Nice.
He should not be.
He should not. I actually wore my Zelda shirt tonight because I figured we would probably complete this tonight.
Hopefully.
Likely.
Maybe.
It's possible.
And if we do that tonight, I do want to shoot a bonus video when we're done.
Oh, what kind of bonus video? Or is it a surprise?
I don't know. I told you about it before, but...
You have?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Well, I guess we'll see when we get there then.
Cool. Sounds good.
Now, when we do get back to where the... I know I hate dragging things out so long, but when we get to the point where we can get to the... Because there was a portal that we missed the last time we were up here.
Okay.
But when we get back to where the portal is, I do need to go back and get some more pomade.
How dare you?
And there is a piece of heart that I do want to pick up as well, because it's one that's actually in, like, the Game Boy version.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that I at least pick that up. How many secret seashells do we have?
That's
36.
That's your... I was going to say 35. That's your powder. You have 35 powders.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be getting 4 secret seashells in the meantime as well, because I really want that level 2 sword before we go after the final boss.
Nice.
There is one phase of the final boss that is made quite a bit harder for like no reason, and I want to make sure that we have
more than enough to demolish him.
And make it go as quickly as possible.
I will kill him. I hope we finish tonight, because this is actually the last fizzy lime water that I bought on my last grocery trip.
Well, that just means you have to go to the store and get some more.
I will. I get paid in a few days.
Well,
so I only get... I think I've mentioned that on this podcast as an author. I only get paid once a month. I get a royalty check once a month. So
that's all right.
I have to live off one lump sum, you know.
Yeah.
I have but I need cash now. That sort of thing.
Well, I may like
not quite like that. I'm not like a lottery winner or anything.
What I may do is just give you some money and say, could you pick me some up while you're at the store next?
Oh, I'll buy you some. What, you want the fizzy water? You like the fizzy water?
I'm gonna try it.
Water with lime.
Do they have other flavors other than lime?
Yeah, they have other flavors. I just like the lime.
Do they have grape flavor? Because grape flavor is like my favorite. One of my favorite
flavors.
I think
they do. They have. I mean, they come in cans. This is just generic Lidl LaCroix, and these are, I believe, 55 cents a piece at Lidl. I usually buy
I may look at Aldi, because I go to Aldi, so I may look at Aldi.
Aldi has them too.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look there the next time I'm at the store.
My wife just likes Lidl better than Aldi.
Well, here's the portal that we missed. We just have to dig it up.
Ah.
And we have full fairies as well, right? Yes.
We do. We have both the fairies.
Okay. So let's just head on over to Crazy Tracy.
We have our menage of fairies. Is this the 5th time we've gone to Monbo's Pond? Is it Monbo number 5?
I think we're still on our way to number 5. We haven't had the song for too long.
You need to get like a card when you go to Crazy Tracy's. Like every time you go, she punches it, and like the 10th one, you get a free pomade.
Yeah.
But it's FOP.
No. That is unacceptable.
It's like
I don't want FOP. God damn it! I'm a Dapper Dan man.
It's like George Clooney's character from Oh Brother Where Art Thou in a Twilight Zone episode.
It's like
you have all the time, you have all the pomade in the world, but then he opens up the chest and it says FOP on the cover. It's like, no.
It'll be like 2 weeks before Dapper Dan comes in.
And he's stuck there. It's a geographical odyssey. It's 2 weeks. It's an oddity. It's a geographical oddity. 2 weeks from everywhere. That's a Twilight Zone.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a Twilight Zone.
I love that part. It's like 2 weeks from everywhere because everything needs to come in.
Yes, it's 2 weeks. You are at the hotel, which is 2 weeks from everywhere.
Yeah,
that's the title of the episode.
Well, no, it's not because
not this episode. I mean the Twilight Zone. I know these episodes are all titled after Rush songs.
Well, you can check out the hotel anytime you like, but you can never leave.
When I get when I get the mic next, I'll have to title them all after prog rock songs.
Yeah, just let me know what they are. There we go.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe Genesis, maybe Porcupine Tree.
You know, I've heard quite a bit Phil Collins. I've heard quite a bit of Peter Gabriel. I haven't heard much Genesis though.
No?
I don't remember hearing a lot of it.
Let's
just use the flying rooster here because we don't need to
fly. Nice.
Fly, you fools! So we don't have to deal with all that crap.
Hey, that makes it easy.
Normally you have to go around and throw a bomb across and then use the hook shot, but we don't need to do that right now.
I mean, there's discrete, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not movements, but there's discrete, like, phases in the discography of Genesis. I think you would like Genesis's, like, 80s, late 70s, like, early 80s, like, pop phase a lot.
Yeah,
because
probably.
you like Rush's, like, 80s synth pop albums.
Exactly.
For me, my favorite Genesis album is Foxtrot. That's the one that ends with like a 23-minute song suite.
Well, I also still need to listen more. Yes, I need to listen to Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I need to.
Yes.
I need you to make. What I need you to do, Greg, is just like make me a list and
Just
say
make
listen
you-
to all these.
I need to just make you like. What do you listen to music through? Do you have like a streaming program? Do you have Apple Music or Spotify or anything on your phone?
Technically, I have access to free Amazon Prime Music, but I mostly use YouTube.
Okay. I should make you like a YouTube playlist, just a bunch of different YouTubes of prog rock songs that I like. That would be awesome. I might probably not this weekend because, excuse me, we're going camping tomorrow, but
Oh, neat.
short camping trip because I was planning. What the hell?
Sorry. This controller is getting low on battery, so I think it's just bring out that. That's okay. I brought another one over.
Oh, nice, perfect.
Go downstairs.
We're going.
No, not lay down. Go downstairs.
We're going Friday and staying Friday and Saturday. My wife's sister's family is coming on Saturday, and then we're leaving Saturday night, and they're staying Saturday and Sunday. They were going to do Sunday, but two things. I was going to have to leave the campsite at like 5 in the morning to drive to Chesterfield and go to church because I have to be at church practice at like 7 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday there would be like 9 people in the camper, which everybody, as soon as we realized it a few days ago, was like, so hey, you don't want to stay there the same night as us, do you? And
What's this thing paired for? It was already paired. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Apple. Well, it works. It's fine.
but it says it's a Pro controller.
I know.
That's cool.
That's how it shows up. Alright, actually...
So anyway, yeah, we're going camping. It's fun. I like it. It's glamping because my wife's dad has a camper.
Oh,
so
right,
it's not
right.
like we're in a tent or anything. There's air conditioning.
Oh yeah, like the last couple of times, like you sent me like pictures and whatnot. You're like bringing your PS4 and like your. Then like the last time you brought your like SNES Classic that's been side-loaded with all these like randomizer seeds and whatnot.
Yeah, when we went on our anniversary weekend, yeah, I brought the Super Nintendo Classic and filled it up with stuff. I think Aaron and I ended up playing like Mario Kart most of the weekend.
Nice. Sorry, I'm going back. I just
No,
realized
cool.
that I forgot to pick up the key to the dungeon, and that's important.
I really enjoy. This is a line that will be taken out of context at some point in the future and used against me. But I really like starting fires. It's fun to make like a big campfire and be like the dad who like makes the fire. It helps that they have like a big thing of lighter fluid there, so I don't have to like. I can just like.
Small-time YouTuber starts fires as pyromaniac.
Fill the middle with lighter fluid, light like a piece of paper from some junk mail from my back seat, chuck it in the middle. Whoa! Like, there we go. Adventures in pyromancy.
See if that's going to be the real reason we're banned in China or something. I don't know.
You promote immoral fire starting
We already did a Xi Jinping
Yeah, look, we're not
joke.
If we could get banned in China, we probably would just for the publicity. It's not like we have lots of Chinese fans. If you're a Chinese fan, please hit like, comment, and subscribe. Unless you will lose social credit by doing so. Now I'm picturing the we got banned montage thing, and it's black and white newspaper criminal pictures of us, and it's I'm the Firestarter, Twisted Firestarter.
It's like list of banned things.
That guy died, didn't he? Rest in peace, dude from the Prodigy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Pretty sure he died not terribly long ago. I feel like I heard about it this year.
Well, that sucks if so, because they were entertaining.
I didn't know any I never owned a Prodigy album or anything.
My brother did.
I only knew their songs that were on the radio.
My brother owned the one that had Firestarter on it.
Ah, yes.
But I'm just picturing part of the montage, a list of things that are banned. It's like Winnie the Pooh, South Park, PewDiePie, Squeeze the World.
Oh yeah, he did get banned, didn't he?
He did, because he made Xi Jinping jokes, and he's a lot more well known than we are.
You can't get away with that. Oh no! Now the Chinese people are going to have to find someone else who screams over top of Minecraft videos. There are, as we all know, there are no other YouTube celebrities who make Minecraft videos.
Let's face it, I don't think that PewDiePie really cares all that much.
Oh no, he doesn't give a shit. He's set for life at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen PewDiePie,
maybe
so I don't know how he would have.
It might be
reacted.
tearing him up inside. You know.
I mean, because if I were banned in China, I wouldn't be tearing up inside. I'd be just I don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't care unless a significant portion of my money came from China. But as far as I know, my books are not sold in China.
Right.
There's no Amazon China store that I'm aware of. Certainly not ebook store, because, oh boy, that would be fun for the Chinese government to vet everyone's ebooks.
Oh boy.
Now I'm imagining some poor functionary in the Chinese Communist Party office who has to read 150 novels about dudes who hook up with hot elves. And now we're at the Tower of Terror. Picture, if you will.
Then nice.
A dungeon filled with eagles. Now does the bird leave you, or...?
He will leave us when we beat the dungeon, and then he'll
Okay.
go live with Luigi.
Nice. Imagine all the eagles sharing all the tower. Yo-ho-ho.
Lucy, go downstairs.
Aww.
Go downstairs.
The dog just wants to be a YouTube star. PupTube.
PupTube. No,
Speaking
the
of
internet
John-
is a place for cats.
It's true. Speaking of John Lennon, I watched that that documentary
I was
not too long ago.
I was about to say, speaking of James Wen.
Hey!
The joke was based off of Birdemic.
Ah! I watched that that Netflix movie, Imagine, not too long ago. And
I don't know what that is.
it's like a documentary with a bunch of footage of John Lennon and Yoko Ono and recording that song. And my favorite thing about the documentary was how studiously the editing made absolutely sure that at no point in the documentary did you ever hear the line in Imagine about there being no religion. It's kind of like how they oh, there you go.
That works.
It's kind of like how they cut the kids chanting "War is over if you want it" from the John Lennon Christmas song, which I noticed last year and actually pissed me off to an unreasonable degree. Relative to
That looks cooler now.
yes, it does. Relative to what it actually the actual significance of it. Yeah, no, I remember when I was a kid and I was playing this game, it took me so long to beat this tower because the idea that, like, those pillars were something that you should actually, like, go and break with the big ball was something that, like, had not even entered my mind.
That goes left. So you go left, so you can go there.
So I walked around this dungeon like, what? What do I do? Finally, it was like, oh, I'm supposed to break these fucking pillars with my ball.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, I know that the stone tablet or the owl statue or whatever does say that the riddle is solved when the pillars fall, but you know, it wasn't exactly clear on how to make the pillars fall. Meh.
No one, you know, I was a child. When I was a child, I thought as a child, but now I am a man.
And now you still think as a child.
A man who plays video games. Uh-oh. Oh, you actually fall down to the previous level.
Yeah.
The lower...
I did that on purpose. It's like I know what I'm doing or something.
It's like you've played this game before.
It's like I've done this dungeon like millions of times and know exactly what to do. Well, sometimes it might not feel that way when I'm doing a randomizer, but...
Now, you get the shield from this,
The mirror
right?
shield, yes.
The-
It's actually
yes.
right here. Now, the mirror shield is actually made so much more useful in this game, or in this version of the game.
How so?
Well, before it could block BMOS beams, and could get you through, but basically the only real thing that you needed it for was to get through the flamethrower to get to Turtle Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But in this version of the game, not only does it shoot back beams, it shoots the beams back at the BMOS and kills them.
Oh, that is wonderful!
There's Anti-Kirby. Also, I believe it does the same thing with, like, fireballs. Like, if Zora shoot fireballs at you, I'm fairly sure it, Oh, arrows. It does that with arrows, like if Moblins shoot arrows at you.
Oh, nice. It bounces them off.
It bounces them off back at the Moblins. So this actually reflects all ranged attacks now, and it's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, if Kirby ever touches anti-Kirby, the entire world will be destroyed.
Well, that's okay. The island's a dream, so we don't really care.
Oh, there's another pillar. Oh, and the pillar is all like busted looking right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it has an even like more obvious visual cue that yes, this is what you are supposed to do.
I knocked that downstairs before for a reason.
Ah, yes! Oh, yes!
Boom.
Boom. Had to endure much, you and I.
Oh, I can't push that one. Why can I not push this?
There we go. It only
Oh.
pushes one direction.
I didn't used to do that.
That's interesting.
Huh. No big loss.
List of change log.
That one block in Eagle's Tower.
It always bugged me, says the game developer, that one block. There we go. Now it's over there.
Let's get these guys out of the way.
Nice!
Yeah, they're so much easier to kill now because the symbols cycle so much slower.
Mm-hmm. First try, hell yeah.
Compass.
Compass!
Yeah. The thing is, I know where all the chests are, but I only remember like what a couple of the chests actually have in them.
Ah, okay.
So that's why I usually get all the chests.
Now you can see where all the chests that you already know their locations are.
It's because I played randomizer so much. I don't know what's real anymore. Okay.
That will happen when you play enough randomizer.
I just think of how it's going to be with Link to the Past. I don't know that game by the back of my hand as it is. I loaded my I sideloaded my 3DS with a shit ton of randomizer things recently.
Nice.
I have like 5 Link's Awakening ones. Like around 20 Link to the Past ones of varying things. Like there's some that are Triforce hunts, some are standard ones, some are
Nice.
just pedestal runs. There's a couple inverted ones. There's actually one where you have to actually clear all of the dungeons.
I have never tried an inverted run of Link to the Past.
I think I have a key sanity seed in there as well.
Ooh.
Just one though. And then I also have a Pokemon Crystal Rando Fuser.
What in the world is a how do you randomize Pokemon exactly? Do you randomize the actual Pokemon in their regions? Or...
Yes, that's exactly how it works. You can also randomize like what items you find as well. I just usually just change around the Pokemon, and it'll randomly okay, I'll find instead of finding Pidgey here and Rattata, I'll find Gyarados and Charmander or something like that.
Destroy the world.
And
cool.
I also set it up so that the enemy trainers also have different Pokemon. What Rando Fuser is, though, is what it does is it takes the stats of one Pokemon, like some of the features of one Pokemon, and mixes them with another.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the name of the Pokemon is like a portmanteau of the two Pokemon names. It has the look of one, but the color palette of the other. They mix the types together. The move sets.
Oh, this sounds
are fused.
Wacky.
I started one on my computer at work, and it was actually pretty interesting. So I'm looking forward to.
It sounds like it.
I
might have to look that up on YouTube or whatnot. See what it's like.
I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out. Actually doing it from the beginning to the end, because
cool.
Especially considering Generation 2 is my favorite generation of Pokemon.
Was that sounded like you were humble bragging. Generation 2 is my favorite generation. Just brush that off my shoulder.
Hashtag humble brag.
Hashtag humble brag. Hashtag poke brag. I don't have a favorite generation of Pokemon.
Well, you've only played a couple of them.
Yeah.
I know you played Red and you played Blue version back in the day. That's Gen 1.
I had Blue and I had Yellow as well.
That's also Gen 1. I know you had Diamond at one point, didn't you? One of the ones on the DS. I know you had X.
Yes, I did have X.
X is Generation 6.
Wow, that's a lot of generations.
Yeah, we're going into Generation 8 with Sword and Shield on the
wow.
on the Switch. But I'm not getting those.
You're not getting Pokemon Sword and Shield?
I am not. I'm just kind of sick of Pokemon now. And the last couple games have not been great. I mean, they've been good. They've been consistently okay at best. I think Generation 5 was the one I liked the least amount.
Okay.
But when all is said and done, I'm just I'm pretty much just out as far as Pokemon's concerned, unless
Other
it's
than randomizers.
Unless it's Generations 2 or 3, and anything related to those.
Oh, Secret Seashell, nice. Come on, there we go. Right. That's not us, by the way. That's the game.
Yeah, that's the game doing that. I am not getting this chest because I know for a fact that's the beak.
So you don't want to get beaked?
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna skip that. We don't need that shit.
How dare you skip the beak?
Well, there's plenty of beaks.
It is Eagle Tower.
Yeah.
Forget it, Link. It's Eagle Tower.
You beak, son.
Alright, I know we got one more. Do we have one more or two more pillars?
Two more pillars.
Two more pillars.
No, they changed this, so I can't push those in, but not that it's that big a deal.
Okay. Well, oh, I'm like, what's in this room?
This. Wish I had fast forward right about now.
Oh yeah.
I always fast forward these in the randomizers.
The fast randomizer, yeah.
Well, the Link's Awakening ones too.
Oh yeah. Stand on the. I usually stand on the. I usually stand on the pegs, like the blue-orange pegs, and hit it so it pops up, so none of them can actually hit me. That's like a glitch in Link to the Past.
I am going to have to go back around again, but that's fine.
And then just fast forward until they're all, gone.
Yeah.
No, that was my big chance.
Too bad.
Too bad to be here. Oh, you meant to do that. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Oh.
Yeah, speaking of 2B, the Nier Automata raids are going to be coming into Final Fantasy soon. Final Fantasy
Nice.
14. I'm kind of on extended break until probably January anyway, but
Fair enough.
I personally don't care for 24 person raids. They're
That seems like a lot.
it's 3 full parties, and it's one of those things where it's one of those end game things where people do it all the time, but like they never learn.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
Like there are only like a few of those raids I can really get into, and like for the most part, like especially with the Final Fantasy Tactics related ones that they had during Stormblood, those were all just like one and done for me. I'm like, I'm not going to do these anymore.
Fair enough. I have enjoyed the multiplayer content that I've tried in Final Fantasy 14, but for me that was almost entirely just running. I forget what the Dungeon Finder, is that it? Where you
That's pretty much how you do it.
and that's
for the most
all
part.
like
The Duty Finder, yeah.
yeah, the Duty Finder, like 4-person or 6-person, where I am playing Scholar, so all I'm doing is sitting healing, or sitting back and letting my fairy do the healing.
I think that mostly changes in higher levels. Like it gets a bit more involved.
The nice thing about it, though, is I never had, as healer in that game, I never had any queue times. So the parts of the main quest where you have to, where you're forced to go through a dungeon with the Duty Finder, I would just, switch from Summoner to Scholar and just be like, bing! 10 seconds.
By contrast, I've spent the entire game playing as DPS classes, so I have the longest queues.
Yes. So that was the good thing about playing Summoner Scholar. It's like I could solo the game as Summoner, and then when I get to the parts where I have a story where I have to go through a dungeon, I just switch over to Scholar and boom, I have a 15-second queue to get in the dungeon.
The problem is I'm very insecure about playing as tanks or healers. Like, because I know that if I fuck up as a DPS, I can, what's the word I'm thinking of?
You can hide.
Not hide. I can make up for it.
Yeah.
If I do, but if you fuck up as a tank or a healer, there's a very good chance that it'll just
everyone ends up dead.
Just everyone ends up dead, and you can't recover from it. And I'm very insecure about that. I don't want to be the one that messes everything up.
Oh, and I mean, I had that occasionally where someone would get mad at me.
I don't take criticism well at all.
Someone would get mad at me because they, were playing as the character, and I don't even know which character exactly, and ran away from the rest of us and attacked several monsters and died.
Well, they're just being a shitty player. That's not your fault.
No, dude, I didn't do anything. I'm sitting here casting, blessings upon everyone, and you're running off in the other chamber, getting gangbanged by a bunch of orcs.
Yeah, but see the thing with the Nier like storyline and the raids and everything is that Yoko Taro has direct involvement.
It wouldn't shock me if it requires completing it requires you to devolve to level 1 or lose your character.
And
something ridiculous like that.
From what I've been able to gather, Yoko Taro does not like people. I'm not overly familiar with how he is. I mean, I'm fairly sure that if you got to know him, Hideki Kamiya could be a nice guy, but he's just too busy telling people he's calling people insects and blocking them on Twitter and telling them to ask their mom. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he makes good games, and I respect him for that at least, but still,
There we go.
I see Yoko Taro as being like a similar situation.
Yeah, no, he crazy.
Alright. Well, that's the timer.
Y'all, don't play Drakengard. Do not play Drakengard. But watch an LP of Drakengard sometime. It's the best game about child murder and cannibalism you will ever play.
And on that note, it's time to end the video. So
on that note,
when we come back, we're going to go after the boss of Eagle's Tower and see how well that turns out for us. So until then, I've been Captain Floofers.
I'm Soylent Grey.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?